All right, here we are, September 24th, 2023. Garden update. We've had some pretty decent weather for summer, although it is technically fall now. No really terrible triple digits, certainly nothing near 110. And we've actually had some cooler weather. Some of the days have been downright overcast. And what's left of the garden is loving it. But I put out some seeds, I believe it was last weekend. And let's take a quick look. Some of the packages I threw out because I emptied them. Anyway, so we got an early Snowball X, self-blanching cauliflower. I've had this one for a while, Broccoli Sun King. We'll see if these seeds are any good. Packed for 2017, so that'll be interesting. I got more cabbage, but I only did this one so far. Copenhagen Market. Some dinosaur kale. Some red giant mustard. Snowball cauliflower. One container, some leafy greens, mesclun. Waltham 29 broccoli. Some Royal Chantenay carrot. These little tiny ones. They're kind of thick, but they're small. I also had some of the multicolor rainbow, I'm not sure what they called, but I finished that package, so that was thrown out. And then some Calabrese broccoli. There was also, what does he call it? It's a weird spiral type of broccoli. Anyway, that was the last of that package too. So let's take a quick look. So this pumpkin, it started here from Asti Seed. The pumpkin, although I don't know if this one's gonna do well. It's starting to get turned right there. And another one, this one's not too bad. A little bit of a spotting right there. But this thing loves to go to the fence. And it does really well. It's drooping now just because it's starting to warm up, but got another pumpkin right there. And we got a green one right there. It's kind of going all over the place. Got a huge one right there. Look at that thing. Anyway. This is a cayenne pepper plant. It's doing pretty good. You can see a couple red ones in there. This was overtaken by a bunch of beans when I first planted it in there, and then the beans died back. Nice purple bean. And then once I got those out, this one has really taken off. I mean, we got peppers everywhere. This whole thing is just full of peppers. Some of them are pretty big. I mean, you know, for a cayenne, I guess. I think the tomatoes are pretty much done. I mean, we still have some green growth. Just nothing's really going on with them, though. I don't know, it looks like they want to flower. I guess I'll keep them around until my seedlings come around. So I got 8 of these. Various degrees of sprouting. A few here and there. Some better than others. I put these on here because something was getting in and scratching at the dirt. Probably a possum or something. And some of these are doing better than others. Could be the age of the seeds, and some seeds just germinate better. But I got something coming up in each one, so that's good. And as usual, I didn't mark anything. And so these over here, I did as well. Now I know these 3 are this size. 2 of them are broccoli, and 1 was a cauliflower. Nothing on this one. I think I'm gonna switch this one over. I think it gets a little bit more shade. This also might be that older broccoli package, although I have 1 little sprout. Let's see if I can, yeah, right there, right in the middle. And 1 little tomato. Again, tomato plants aren't doing a whole lot. And then this is the container of that salad pack that I showed earlier. So this will all fill up. Now, the whole point of these 3 and these 8 is just to get a bunch of starter plants going. Then I will transplant them into the barrel, like right there, and so on. Some bigger containers. Eventually clearing out these beds and putting them in here as well. Again, the tomatoes are still doing all right. I mean, it's not looking bad. You can see a little flower right there, so I don't know. I guess if the temperatures aren't too bad, we might get something. I finally cleared out this bed, and we already got some sunflowers popping up. I put a bunch of the carrots in here. Some things like this is just a weed. I see these things everywhere, so I know what those are. And of course this grass I gotta get out. But anyway, these sunflowers, they just keep popping up. And what I did, I dumped the compost that I had. Some of it was finished, some of it was not, and I just buried it in here. I said, what the heck, covered it with some new soil. And something is gonna dig it in here. Look at that. Anyway. So we'll see how well this bed does with all that compost in there. I have a feeling it'll do all right. And this one I put a bunch of the carrots, I think mainly the rainbow ones. Might be a little bit of both though. And here's another pepper where the beans were kind of overtaking it. Little pepper plant when I put it in. And this is a serrano, and now it's really flourishing. I mean, just peppers everywhere. Look at all these peppers. So that's good. Peppers are doing surprisingly well. I gotta be careful though. I walked into a big spider web the other day. They're still here. There you go. These suckers. Ugh, they like getting between these cages. It's like this one right here too. Ugh. Anyway, I'm still getting some zucchini as well. Got a plant here. There's one over there. And I just got a yellow one that I cooked last night off of this plant. I believe this is the Hilaro jalapeno, kind of a yellow jalapeno plant. Didn't get very big, but it's been producing. Not sure what's going on with this one. It's really starting to wilt. I watered yesterday. And I know it's a jalapeno. See if I can try to save it, but something might be getting it. It's the Charger Anaheim. I gotta pull that one off. It's been on there too long. There we go. but it's still producing and it's still looking pretty good. Picked a bunch of these orange bells. They're kind of small right now, and then this plant's been wilting a little bit too, but it's been hanging in there, as well as the poblano. Had some overripe ones that fell. I waited too long. I got some more in the house. Forgot what this one's called. It's a sweet. Wait till they turn nice and red. Picking a whole bunch, very productive. We're starting to see some disease or something in regular old Anaheim, which is still producing well. Everything's been producing more than I can handle, pretty much, but that's good. And some more zucchini. I picked one off of here the other day, and a few smaller plants. Here's a little lunchbox orange. Still producing. They're little tiny ones, but they're good. Sweet pepper. And this one, doing really big. Huge zucchini plant. Again, this weather would normally have destroyed all these by now in the summer. There's a nice one growing there. Nice big flower. All the bugs. Another jalapeno plant. Doing well. I mean, there's tons of peppers. And another serrano plant. That one's kind of weird though. I don't know if I left those on too long, but they're really soft and they weren't very hot. But oh well, I got lots of peppers. So we got this cucumber, a little tiny one. Haven't really got very much off of it, but it's still hanging in there. And there's a little ladybug. Always good to see. Where'd you go? Camera shy. That's pretty much it. I got this tomato plant. I haven't done a whole lot with it. It's the Brad's Atomic Grape. I need to do some weeding back here. There's some weeds mixed in, but the plant is still showing a lot of green going on, so I gotta clean it up. There's a bunch of dried up ones. It's producing a lot of tomatoes. But anyway, everything looks pretty good for this time of year. Usually September, things are just scorched to death and not much left. Like this tomato, I'm gonna end up pulling this. It's definitely gone. A little green growth, but I think it's done. Anyway, looking forward to all these little sprouts coming up and getting those transplanted, and so hopefully next month's video, green onions, hopefully next month's video we'll show where those are going. That pumpkin plant. And I cleaned up the oregano. It's starting to grow back and got all the old growth out of there. Still got a nice thing of thyme and some chives. And I got more stuff to plant. I want to get some parsley and maybe some cilantro planted, and of course more salad. I actually got a bunch of different types of lettuce that I got to get planted, so I should have did that this week, but that'll be something for next weekend, I guess. Anyway, that is it for September's video. Until next time.